it for the money. And you know, look, they all are. How how do you spend your entire life in politics at one level or at a local level, all the way up to Washington, whatever, as a political servant, and leave that career with tens of millions of dollars in the bank?
Right.
That is just not possible if you play it straight up and according to the law. It's simply not possible.
It's simply not. It shouldn't be. You know, and I'm glad you told me that story. I mean, so I know that White Bear Lake is a swamp area, and you can't do it. And I'm sorry that the property he got, you know, was actually swamp. But they did tell him.
It was swamp.
Well, he knew it was swamp and everything, but when they came up to him,
had he known that and believed, because that's the other thing, whether or not he believed the water study, you know, given the conditions that he was already faced with having to bribe council members before that even came in, he probably didn't believe the water study. But even if he hadn't, you know, even if it had been the water study, you know, and gotten around that, he would have ultimately been wrong in that to backfill that swamp and lower the water table of White Bear Lake.
He would have been wrong.
If he believed the study, he wouldn't have bought the property. Well, he didn't do the study. That's the problem. He didn't do the study, the water study, before. So the way it turned out, Grandpa was building all around that area, and all of that area was farmland from great Grandpa Schultz day, my Grandpa Schultz day.
Yeah.
Okay, all of that was farmland, and Grandpa built that up by individual parcels and single family homes.
Yeah, not apartments either.
Built up all of that. He knew all that property behind, back by the swamp, all the way back to the railroad tracks on Otter Lake Road. All of that property was vacant and not buildable, and he knew that the swamp area was back by the railroad tracks in Otter Lake Road area, and the closest stuff like where Linda and Steve live now was dry. He knew about the swamp area, and Grandpa's plan, he didn't do a water table study before. Grandpa's plan was he'd build up to that swamp area and then assess what it would cost to actually backfill the swamp to make it beautiful, you know, buildable land. Because there wasn't buildable land at the time. But he intended on working his way toward that, right? That's why he didn't do a water study at the beginning. Because he didn't intend on touching that area for a while. Okay, so he bought the property, then went to the county and the township to get the permits to develop it, and they expected to be bribed, and then the war set on, right?
Yeah.
And Grandpa's next move was get the water table study and get outside financing so he build it up all in one shot, right? Rather than the individual parcels like he had been doing. Get some money behind me, and I ain't paying them a bribe, and they can't stop me. So then he got the water table study. And we're talking, you know, at least 50% of the land that he had purchased off the table. So we didn't have any leverage, and the county knew it, and the township knew it, and so then they're like, well, now you got a choice but to pay our bribe.
Yeah, they shouldn't be allowed to fucking do that.
And then the war was on, because there's no fucking way are you going to tell my dad, would you tell that man that you've got to pay me in order to make it happen? Because my dad was on the side, if you want the investment into your county or your city, you fucking pay me, dude. I'm bringing it. You're not.
Well, they still ended up doing it anyways, and
because whoever after Grandpa filed.
I can't believe they have to fill the lake. They have to fill the lake now?
But they didn't care, Megan. It was about money, and that's exactly the point.
That's bullshit.
So, and that's exactly the point.
This is really where fresh water begins for like half the country.
I know that,
they shouldn't even fucking mess with it. That's why I said don't even use terms like drain the swamp anymore, because they're up here trying to fucking drain little fucking ponds.
The science behind fresh water, yes, it usually does start in some of those small areas, but that's because the Great Chain of Great Lakes is a great big aqueduct.
I know, and you cannot fuck with it.
It down into the country via small waterways that turn into these massive rivers and shit.
Yeah. Well,
But
you can't really fuck with
my
it.
point is, in Grandpa's situation, it was, his political opinion was, if you give me the permits to build, kind of like you build it and they come, you give me the permits to build, and you're bringing revitalization into the community, you're creating jobs, you're doing all these good things for the community. I'm not paying you a fucking bribe. That's your benefit right there.
But they obviously have changed, because I don't know what they assume sometimes.
People that are paying the bribes?
Well, the people that really think that they're doing a service to the weather or the earth or whatever those things are, when they hear terms like drain the swamp, they literally go out and use their funds to fucking drain it and put up, whatever.
That's stupid.
I don't know, and they even to the point that this country could go bankrupt, or like in California when they really had a water shortage. They really did. They had like a water shortage, and they had to get it from Hoover Dam.
They get most of their water from Hoover Dam anyway.
I know they do, because they
most
can.
Of their power from Hoover Dam, and most of their water from the Colorado River.
Yeah, and like I don't know.
Because California is.
I don't know why they but they really do. They build up as it gets worse. They build up things that people can't really pay for anyways, because they keep building it, but they don't think about it. So the money keeps going to do more harmful things to the environment, actually, because they get so much money sometimes in a sense, but it actually comes back around. Like, to where they think that they're fixing it, but they're not. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they're causing more damage. That's why I complain with climate change people. You're not even thinking the thing through. Like, okay, let's use California as an example. Oh, it's global warming that we've got all these fires. No.
Well, I have a different thing. I have a different thought, possibly.
It has its valleys and its heights, right?
Well, they do actually.
But now, wait a second. Let me finish. That's the nature of climate. Sometimes it's going to be hotter, sometimes it's going to be cooler, sometimes you're going to have more storms, sometimes you're going to have less. That's climate. Your environmental programs that say do not do controlled burns, do not remove the brush, do not keep the forestry floor clear, is the cause of these widespread, massive fires.
I got something online that kind of goes over hot spots and magma spots, because there's actually a lot of fault lines, and some of them think that some of it comes up, like that start these massive fires come up actually from the ground. Like in
so I'll concede to that.
Sometimes,
but again,
I don't know.
A natural occurrence.
Yeah.
And the climate people
and so I don't know
and
what
the
to say about that,
environmental people say